Well, good morning, our lovelies. Today is another manifestation day, and we will see if we can get our another to post this today for many of you on this globe. Today is 11/22 or 22/11, depending upon how your dates are written out. But most importantly, it is the vibration. It is a 22 and 11 and 33, which all has significance, which we will not bore you with. But just realize that you are in the reverse countdown for something new. Instead of going 10, 9, 8 and down, you're going 1, 2, 3 up to the end of the year. 12/31. 21 will be the last day of this calendar year. And you will then begin anew with a 1/1/2022. And that is what we wish to focus on today. Continue to experience what you are experiencing. Let it flow through you as much as you can, observing, objectively observing, rather than integrating and activating. Right now, we simply want you to watch the patterns because you guys have now planted the seeds that needed to be planted. You have removed energetically that which is to be removed, and now it is simply the debris or the clutter clearing itself out. It is going to be bumpy, as we have explained. Lots of natural disasters will continue to occur, as well as human-made disasters, because it is the human collective that is desiring to shine a light on the inequities of humanity. And neither side is right, because it is never black or white. It is simply a gradient of energy to show you all contrast at this time. And you will see how much of what has been lost was designed in order to gain something new. Your integrity, your respect, your insight, and your belief into what you believe and not what somebody else tells you to believe. Stop watching the news as much as you can, because all it does is distract you and keep you from doing your deep navel dive, where you can do nothing about it. It makes no sense to waste your time and effort watching the bad news of this world being populated and intended to create more fear and disruption and disharmony within your inner energetic being. It is important to stay on top of the real big issues which affect your personal lives. But let the rest go for now. Stop being gossip mongers, where you interject into the world what your opinion is. Simply let it unfold and resolve itself. Watch, observe, and simply shine a light on what needs to be seen without your interpersonal narrative muddling up the storyline. Post the pictures on what is going on without explanation as to why it is right or wrong. Simply a photo image of the event should be sufficient to tell the energetic story of what occurred. It is really that simple, and each of you will draw your own conclusions based on who you are deep within. But just trust us when we tell you by next year, 1 year from now, you will be a vastly different person with very different perspectives, because most importantly, as you begin to heal those trauma wounds from your early childhood years into something healthy, you will begin to see how your perspective and perception of the activities and events that go around you alters and shifts. You will no longer be so judgmental, but will instead be able to perceive it from a place of compassion and love. It really is that simple. And we know that many of you cannot see what you cannot see. So we will not spend more time on this other than to say, just reflect back a year from now to observe your immense growth. You will be forced to change by the events and occurrences that will present themselves before you in your individual lives as well as your collective lives. It is designed to teach you to become love, most importantly, but also to see one another with compassion and understanding instead of from a place of judgment and cruelty, where you refuse to see the other person, the other human being, as an energetic, divine imprint within a skin suit, just as you are. And no one is infallible. And the more that you believe you are infallible, the more you will be shown that you are not. So be mindful of your speech and your thoughts, your judgments of, I would never or I would always, may come back to bite you in the butt, because you will be shown that you too are capable of engaging in activities or beliefs that do not align with who you think you are right now. Be generous with your compliments and be generous with your love, affection, and attention to detail. That's all that we can tell you right now. And so it is. Namaste.